Welcome back to another episode of One Swell. And today we're going to explore something that is literally all over the internet. And you might be guessing right now, what could that actually be? Well, today we're actually going to talk about how Bitcoin mining and the blockchain affect marine life. I bet you didn't think there was a connection there. I want you to imagine this, okay? A fishing boat drifts across the ocean. Its nets cast deep below. The water is warm, almost too warm. The coral reefs below, once vibrant with life, are now ghostly white. The fish are disappearing and the people who rely on them are struggling. But this isn't just another story about climate change. No, this crisis has a surprising culprit. One you might have never even expected. Who is that, you might ask? Well, it's Bitcoin. Yes, the cryptocurrency that promised financial revolution has an environmental cost that stretches far beyond land. Bitcoin mining is consuming more electricity than some entire countries. But what if I told you that its impact reaches all the way to the ocean? That blockchain, the technology behind it, is quietly reshaping marine life, ocean temperatures, and even the fate of a few coastal communities. Tonight, we're diving into the hidden connection between crypto and the sea. Because while digital money might exist in cyberspace, its consequences are very, very real. To understand how Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies actually affect the ocean, we need to talk about mining. Not the kind that digs into the earth, but the kind that devours energy. Bitcoin mining relies on massive data centers filled with computers solving complex mathematical problems. This process, called proof of work, is what keeps Bitcoin secure. But here's the problem. It demands an unimaginable amount of electricity. You might be shocked to find out that it's more than Argentina and even more than the Netherlands. Pretty crazy, right? And where does that energy come from? Well, fossil fuels. Even in places where crypto farms claim to use renewable energy, the sheer demand often forces the grid to rely on coal and gas. You know what that means? That means more carbon emissions. That also means a hotter planet. A hotter planet means a hotter ocean. See the cycle? And the ocean, which absorbs over 90% of the excess heat trapped by greenhouse gases, is reaching dangerous temperatures. And the result, you might ask? Well, unfortunately, that's coral bleaching, collapsing fisheries, and intensifying hurricanes. And look, disasters unfolding right before our eyes. There's another way that Bitcoin mining is actually affecting the sea, and one that's even more direct. Many mining facilities rely on enormous cooling systems to prevent their machines from overheating. Some of these operations dump their waste heat into nearby rivers, lakes, and even the ocean. Let's take Texas, for example, where Bitcoin farms are pulling energy from struggling power grids and releasing hot water into fragile ecosystems. Or let's take New York, where a Bitcoin mining plant was found to be heating a local lake to dangerous levels. Imagine this happening on a larger scale. As more crypto farms seek cheap energy and water sources, they're turning to coastal areas. Warm water discharges could disrupt marine life, killing fish and altering entire ecosystems. And since the ocean regulates our planet's climate, these localized effects could ripple out in ways we don't yet fully even understand. Now, here's where the story gets even stranger. Blockchain, the same technology that powers Bitcoin, is being used in the fishing industry. And at first glance, this sounds like a good thing. Companies are using blockchain to track seafood supply chains, preventing fraud, and ensuring sustainable practices. But, like everything else, there's a dark side. Illegal fishing operations are also turning to cryptocurrency. Why? Because it allows them to operate in the shadows. Instead of using traditional banks, which could flag suspicious transactions, these businesses can move money anonymously. Some have even started using blockchain-based smart contracts to automate illegal deals, making enforcement nearly impossible. So while blockchain could be a tool for good, it's also enabling the very practices that are destroying marine ecosystems. Will Bitcoin mining continue to heat the planet? Will blockchain be used to protect the ocean or even exploit it? Some companies are racing to develop greener alternatives, like proof of stake cryptocurrencies, which don't require massive energy consumption. Ethereum, the second largest cryptocurrency you might have heard of, has already made the switch, cutting its energy use by more than 99%. As long as mining remains profitable, companies will keep doing it, even if it means sacrificing the planet's most vital ecosystems. Here's the good news. Some governments are stepping in, cracking down on mining operations and encouraging more sustainable practices. But without global cooperation, the damage could continue unchecked. The ocean may seem distant from the world of digital finance, but make no mistake, what happens in the crypto space affects our planet's most precious resource. If you want to be part of the solution, demand accountability. Support cryptocurrencies that prioritize sustainability and stay informed, because the more we know, the better we can fight for our oceans. Check the links in the description for resources and ways to take action. If you found this deep dive eye-opening, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss a new episode from OneSwell. We have more hidden stories to uncover. And this is because the ocean is vast. But guess what? So are the ways that we can protect it. And remember, together, we can make a difference one swell at a time.